Welcome and happy Air Day. I created this program especially for serious rising together at home. Love you, Brushwood. And let's get started. You're going to need a clean floor around you, yoga mat or towel on the base. You're going to need a pillow. And if you have poor knees, you're going to want a chair. If you don't have those items with you right now, if you don't have a clean floor, go ahead and pause the video and come back when you're ready. This program is loosely based in Yin style yoga. If you're like it, I highly recommend you go find yourself a teacher. It's something I practice casually at home. We're going to start off by just sort of activating our shoulders and our spine and thinking about our heart center. That's what we're here for, right? To heal the heart today. So go ahead and take your shoulders, roll them nice and slow. Up, back, and down. Some juicy, delicious movement. And try the other way. Backward, forward. Some nice subtle twist. It's gentle. You don't have to crank yourself around. That's not what we're here for today. What we're here for today is just kind of loosely get everything running, motivated, flowing, gentle and soft. Think like you're swimming through an ocean. Your spine is the maelstrom at the center. Tighten that in. Let's go ahead and take your hands. Imagine you've got a nice tight rope in between those two hands, and you're going to lift your hands up and try and keep that rope the same thickness. Ooh, I didn't quite make it all the way over. Let's go the other direction. So lifting up and over with your arms. Up and over. Up and over. All right. If you have good knees, you're going to move to all fours. If you don't have if you have bad knees, excuse me, go ahead and grab your chair, and you'll see the modifications in the upper corner. I want you to take yourself and move your spine up like a nice archy cat. Meow. Straighten it out like a tabletop. And move down. Straight like a tabletop. Again, nice and tall. Arch like a Halloween scaredy cat. Center it. And drop that belly down. We're just sort of lubricating your spine here. Getting some gentle motion in it. All right. Now go ahead and look in that upper corner for chair modifications. If you're on all fours, I want you to walk your hands gently forward. And you're going to push your heart center towards the floor or towards the chair. If you need a pillow here, you can put it right underneath your face. If you need to modify your arms, go ahead and bend your elbows. Breathe deeply here. Feel your heart melting into the floor. If this is too extreme on your shoulders, back up a bit. There is absolutely no shame in taking it easy. You are here to show up for what your body can do today, right now, in this moment. Good. Go ahead and straighten yourself up. Watch for the chair modification if you got those knees. Otherwise, you can take your pillow, put it right behind your thighs, and have a seat. Widen those thighs out. Let your forehead come down to the ground, or as far as it can get. Let your arms lay either by your sides, or they can gently fold right here. If you need another pillow and put it underneath your forehead, that's okay too. Breathe. Feel your shoulder blades sliding across your back and widening, making more room for your lungs, more room for breath. Feel all of your joints gently softening. Your hips falling towards the floor. Take stock if you've got any tension anywhere. Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your low back? Are your legs seizing? What's your body trying to tell you? Breathe into it and then let it go. Excellent. Go ahead and bring yourself up a little bit. Widen your stance a little bit more if you can. And then I want you to reach forward with those arms. And slowly crawl those fingertips over to one side. So you get a nice long stretch along your side. And let your head gently fall down. Are your shoulders tightening? Let them go. Is your neck trying to resist? Be gentle with it. If you can, go ahead and take those fingertips just a smidge further. And if you can't today, that's okay. And if you need to back up, that's cool too. Honor yourself. Breathe deeply. let yourself come up. Straighten yourself out and let those arms wander over to the other side. Gently, gently, honoring yourself. In this style of yoga, since we are working on yielding and surrender rather than activating every muscle, it's a really good time to listen to which muscles you tend to stress out and tense into. And maybe you can take that with you into your everyday. If you're starting to get stressed out in a situation and you've noticed yourself pulling into your low back a lot, consciously recognize that and allow your low back to relax in a stressful situation. And you can do that by breathing into the tension, acknowledging its presence, and then letting it go. You don't need it. Just gently, gently go a little farther if you can. Alright, let's go ahead and come up. Pull your hair out of your face if you need to. Pull that pillow towards the front, and you're going to extend your legs. Roll out those hips a little bit. Just kind of give yourself a little wiggle, let that spine decompress. And I want you to prop yourself up onto your elbows. Feel your hips sinking gently into the floor. Gaze serenely forward. Feel your crown reaching towards the ceiling, towards the sky, and let your pelvis melt down. Note if you're holding any tension in your shoulders. Note if your legs are trying to resist and walk away. Let them be here with you right now, right in this moment. Let them just soften. They've got nothing else to do. All they have to do is lie there. We are sphinxes. Your shoulder blades down your back. Let those hips continue to sink. Excellent job. Now we're going to take a little nap. Go ahead and take your head, drop it down, release your head to the floor gently. Good. Now as you release your head to the floor, I want you to lift the knee and one leg. Nice and tall. Relax your glutes, relax your legs, relax your chest. Right now we're stretching a muscle called the psoas, which is this really fantastic muscle which runs from your thigh all the way to your spine through your abdomen. And because it's sort of loosely tied to the diaphragm, it can actually work with your stressors if you're breathing funny and make you walk weirdly, and it's sometimes referred to as the muscle of the soul. So we're just going to gently, gently, gently let it soften. If you need to move your leg up, down, pull your ankle towards you or away, anything you need to do to make yourself feel a nice little tiny stretch in that inner thigh, and release that hip down into the floor. With an absolute minimum of tension. If you want to put the pillow under your head, now is a great time to do so. All right. Go ahead and flatten those arms out like you're about to fly away, a nice wide T shape. And then with the arm on the side, with the leg that is bent, pull it towards you and gently push your torso away from the floor. You're rotating that shoulder on the ground. If this is okay for you, go ahead and take your leg that was bent and put it behind you for stability. And then if that's okay, go ahead and take that opposite arm and put that behind you too, rested on the floor. Breathing into the opening and expansion of the front of your chest. Giving your heart more room to grow. Check in with your body. Where are you holding your weird little tensions? Every body is different and every session is unique. And it's all okay, just recognize. Breathe deeply. Soften that shoulder on the floor. And gently uncurl yourself. Coming back to your T. Back onto your belly. Take that arm that was just stretched and cross it in front of you. Take the other arm, place it on top. You're shooting for a nice bow tie here. Aim for your elbows to touch each other, or maybe go a little farther if you can. If you need a pillow under your head, go ahead and do that. And release towards the floor. So you can feel the opening and expansion in your upper back. Once again, those shoulder blades sliding away from each other. You don't have to push anything here. Let gravity and your own body weight do the work. Are your legs tensing up? Let them go. Few bits longer, you can do it. There, see? All done. Now let's do that all on the other side. Remember the first thing? We're going to take a nap. Go ahead and raise that leg and let your head fall to the floor. Relax your glutes. Relax your neck. All those little spaces you didn't think you were holding tension in, I bet you are, because I was. And it's okay, just let it go. If you need to adjust that leg up, down, left, right, go right ahead. And then take stock of your body and relax. We're shooting for the hip of the leg that is bent to sink towards the floor. One thing I find in this practice is that I continually re-tense muscles I thought I already got. So if you find yourself doing that too, it's totally okay. It's natural. We live in a state of constant tension. Part of the goal of this practice is to help release some of that in our daily lives. Alright, here we come. Reverse needle. Take your hands, make a T. And gently pull that hand back towards you, on the side of the leg that's bent, and roll your chest up and away from the mat. You need to have your pillow so your head isn't all weird and cranked. That's cool. If you're comfortable here, go ahead and take that bent leg side and put it behind you for stability. And if you're comfortable here, go ahead and take that arm and put it behind you. Let your body be gentle and soft. There we go. Lessons for life. Even when we're in weird, crunchy, pretzel-like situations, how can we let ourselves be gentle and soft? Note the expansion in the front of your chest. Pulling some energy in through your heart center. moving it all over the place. Up, down, back, forth, side, side. Making some room. Room to grow and to glow. If you find your fingertips starting to tingle, you probably got yourself a little modification to come. So go ahead and wiggle your fingers and move your arm gently in whichever direction feels right to you. Don't force anything. Alright, crossing back to the front, letting your tummy hit the floor. Gentle, gentle, gentle roll. Take that arm that was stretched, cross it in front of you. Pull your other arm across to make a bow tie. If you want a pillow in front of you, that's great. You can rest your head on it, or you can just let your head fall. If your legs are trying to walk away, you gotta convince them they can stay put. Relax the legs. Relax your shoulders. Breathe into the feeling of expansion in your upper back. Excellent work. Let's flip over onto our back. Alright, now you're going to make a gigantic X on the floor. Ta-da! And while you're in this X, I want you to take one leg and cross it over the other. And then take your arm on that same side and move it towards that opposite arm. So you're making a gigantic curve. We are the curve of a banana. If this is a little hard on your arms, go ahead and grab your elbows. And I don't know about you, but the first time I hit this pose, I think I'm perfectly relaxed. And then I realize, oh no, nope, not there, nope, not there either. So go ahead and take stock of your own body. Where are you holding that tension? Let it go. Is it in your glutes? Is it in your low back? Is it in your shoulders and your upper back? Is it your neck? Is it your legs trying to walk away? Once you've let that all go, if you can, let those arms reach. Gigantic banana. And then reassess all those same places you just let go. Notice how deep and full your belly breaths can be in this position. All that room. Inhale fully and decompress that belly. Back to the X, nice and wide. even on both sides. Roll those hips just a little bit left and right. Solidifying your spine to center. And then let's try the other side. One leg crosses over. Hands reach. If you can't quite grab the hands, go for your elbows first. Then relax, 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 relax. Let it all go. Be the best banana you can be. All right, if you're ready for it, and if you had those elbows, I want you to go ahead and try and extend those arms too. Reach your ultimate bananification. Let your neck relax, your shoulders, upper back, low back, glutes, legs, feet, fingertips, and face. Feel how good it is to breathe into that nice open belly. Done. You got just one more. Go ahead and grab that pillow, and I want you to arrange it underneath your shoulder blades. Lie back gently. Let your arms fall at your sides. And then I want you to take your feet and push them together in whatever expression is right for you right now. Whether that's your feet close to your rear or extended full, it's all fine. It's all beautiful. You need to be you right here, right now, this moment. Not what you were yesterday, not what you think you should be. Right here, right now. Feel the extension of that inner thigh psoas and the gentle lift in your rib cage. Let your heart center listen. eyes open. Use your hands to pull your legs together. Roll over gently onto one side. And when you're ready, sit up. I'm going to end you with a quote from RZ. You carry so much love in your heart. Give some to yourself.